Throughout nearly a decade on air, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert firmly established itself as the leading late-night television program in the United States. Its professional acclaim was underscored by its prestigious Emmy Award for Outstanding Talk Series in 2025, earned during the program's final award season before its eventual conclusion. However, in 2026, CBS made the decision to bring the program to an end under circumstances that attracted considerable public attention. The event became a major topic of discussion, not only because of the program's stature, but also because the cancellation was announced without any publicly stated retirement plan and without evidence of any significant decline in audience ratings. Unlike the carefully managed corporate communications typically associated with major television networks, where press releases are meticulously prepared in advance, Stephen Colbert chose to address viewers directly. From the stage of the Ed Sullivan Theatre, he announced the program's conclusion with composure and honesty. His response quickly became a point of discussion, highlighting the resilience and professionalism of a presenter facing a major career transition under the watchful eye of the public. The decision to cancel a program that was still performing at such a high level sent shockwaves through the media industry, fueling intense debate about the increasingly blurred line between economic realities and political influence. From CBS's perspective, the explanation reflected broader corporate and industry concerns, rapidly changing audience habits. The network pointed out that younger viewers have increasingly abandoned traditional television in favor of platforms such as YouTube and TikTok. Against a backdrop of declining advertising revenue, reported annual losses of between 30 and 40 million US dollars had become a financial burden that the company could no longer ignore. For CBS, restructuring was presented as a necessary step to optimize resources within a television market that had become more competitive and challenging than ever before. Yet that financial explanation appeared less convincing when viewed alongside a series of politically sensitive developments that had occurred only days earlier. Stephen Colbert's public criticism of Paramount, the parent company of CBS, for paying $16 million US to settle a lawsuit brought by Donald Trump significantly heightened tensions. During a national broadcast, using the sharp satirical style for which he is well known, Colbert suggested that the arrangement was something close to a bribe. The timing of those remarks and the subsequent cancellation announcement sparked widespread speculation. Many media observers found the coincidence difficult to ignore. Questions quickly emerged as to whether the decision represented a calculated act of political retaliation, or perhaps a broader effort to smooth the path for Paramount's large-scale corporate transactions, where stability and compliance among on-air voices could be considered highly valuable assets. Although no direct evidence was presented to establish such a connection, the network's silence regarding these theories left a bitter aftertaste. For many viewers, the end of The Late Show raised troubling questions about freedom of expression in an era when media conglomerates wield enormous influence. The final days at the Ed Sullivan Theatre unfolded almost like a slow-moving film, where each evening's broadcast became more than entertainment. It became a deeply emotional reflection on the legacy of a cultural institution. These 4 farewell nights blurred the distinction between host and audience, united by a shared sense of loss. The farewell series began on the 18th of May with an episode titled The Worst of The Late Show. Rather than celebrating the program's greatest triumphs or revisiting its most applauded moments, Stephen Colbert delivered a humorous retrospective focused on the chaos, mistakes, and absurdities that had shaped the program's 11-year journey. It was not an act of self-deprecation, but rather a sincere acknowledgement of everything imperfect that had become part of the show's unique identity. On the 19th of May, the atmosphere became more reflective as Colbert reunited with Jon Stewart, the mentor and guiding influence who had helped shape his approach to political commentary, alongside legendary filmmaker Steven Spielberg. Their conversation bridged past and present, revisiting enduring themes of truth, storytelling, and artistic responsibility. The discussion felt remarkably intimate and human, as though they were not speaking before cameras, but but sharing memories among friends while reflecting on a rapidly changing world. The emotional peak arrived on 20th of May, when Colbert answered the famous Colbert questionnaire himself for the very first time, a segment he had long used to explore the personalities and values of countless guests. With Bruce Springsteen, the iconic musician known for chronicling ordinary lives, watching from the stage, Colbert set aside the persona of the confident host and turned inward. It became a rare moment of stillness in which his anxieties, doubts, and personal reflections were revealed with remarkable honesty and vulnerability. Then came the historic final broadcast on the 21st of May, transforming the Ed Sullivan Theatre into the focal point of the American media landscape. In addition to appearances by celebrated figures such as Paul McCartney and Tom Hanks, the evening featured an unprecedented moment. Every major late-night rival, including Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Seth Meyers, and John Oliver, stood together on the same stage. Their presence transcended competition for ratings and audience share. Though they represented different programs and editorial approaches, they gathered not as rivals, but as members of a shared professional family. Together, they paid tribute to a figure who had navigated the highs and lows of contemporary America alongside them. The evening concluded not merely with applause, but with a profound sense of respect and reflection among millions of viewers witnessing the end of an era. The conclusion of The Late Show generated a powerful response throughout the media world, extending far beyond a debate about corporate decision-making. During its final days, industry figures demonstrated a remarkable sense of solidarity, rarely seen among personalities who typically compete for audience attention. The appearances of Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Seth Meyers, and John Oliver at the Ed Sullivan Theatre were far more than ceremonial gestures. They served as a statement that, within a media environment increasingly shaped by algorithms and profit-driven strategies, there still exists a community of broadcasters united by concerns about professional values and public responsibility. They arrived not as competitors, but as individuals who share the burden of maintaining thoughtful public discourse during uncertain times. To them, Stephen Colbert was not merely a colleague. He was an integral part of a cultural framework that had helped guide audiences through numerous turbulent periods in American life. Support for Colbert also came from some of the most respected figures in broadcasting. David Letterman, who had occupied the Ed Sullivan stage for decades before him, expressed strong dissatisfaction with CBS's decision. In his characteristically direct manner, Letterman argued that a network may control schedules, reduce production budgets, or alter programming formats, but it cannot erase the influence or credibility that Colbert spent years building. Particularly noteworthy was the recognition offered by influential public figures such as Barack Obama, whose comments introduced a broader perspective on Colbert's future. Suggestions that Colbert might become more actively involved in political life reflected growing appreciation for his analytical insight and ability to shape public discussion. This recognition was more than personal encouragement for a man losing his nightly platform. It served as evidence Stephen Colbert's legacy extends well beyond the confines of television, establishing a level of influence that both political leaders and society at large must take seriously. To truly understand why Stephen Colbert was able to build such a deep and genuine connection with his audience, one must look back at the scars that shaped his character. Colbert's life has been a long journey in which pain was never an endpoint, but rather the raw material from which he forged an extraordinary resilience. Tragedy struck Colbert when he was only 10 years old. A devastating plane crash claimed the lives of his father and his two closest brothers. Such an immense loss at a formative age left a profound mark on his worldview, forcing him to grow up amid silence and grief. Although the pain never fully disappeared, it became the foundation of his ability to understand the struggles of others and nurtured within him a deep awareness of the fragility of human life. The years that followed were marked by a series of formidable challenges. Colbert endured periods of profound spiritual crisis, along with many years of rejection while trying to establish himself in Hollywood. During those difficult times, he learned how to confront himself honestly and how to maintain his composure while living with persistent anxiety and uncertainty. It was by traveling through those depths of pain and doubt that Colbert underwent a remarkable transformation. He evolved from the sharp, distant, and highly satirical persona of the Colbert Report into the most authentic version of himself on The Late Show. By stepping onto the stage without the protection of a character, he unexpectedly touched the hearts of millions. His sincerity and willingness to reveal his vulnerabilities became the key to earning the trust and loyalty of his audience. Colbert was never merely a television host. He became a companion, someone willing to share his own emotions and experiences to remind viewers that, no matter how chaotic the world may seem, kindness and honesty remain among life's most valuable anchors. As the doors of the Ed Sullivan Theatre closed, Stephen Colbert simultaneously opened a new chapter in his creative journey. Leaving behind the relentless pace of late-night television, where he carried the daily weight of current events and audience expectations, he has begun finding fulfillment in passions that have fascinated him since childhood. The most notable project he has confirmed since leaving the program is a collaboration with acclaimed filmmaker Peter Jackson. Moving away from political satire, Colbert and his son, Peter, are now dedicating themselves to writing a screenplay set within the literary universe of J.R.R. Tolkien. For someone whose passion for The Lord of the Rings is both genuine and deeply informed, the project represents a meaningful homecoming. It is not merely a professional opportunity, but also a chance to step outside the confines of industrial media and immerse himself in artistic values that are timeless and enduring. This new direction has provided Colbert with a renewed sense of freedom. Although the end of The Late Show was not the outcome he had anticipated, the transition has unintentionally lifted many of the pressures that had rested on his shoulders for nearly a decade. He no longer has to serve as a nightly combatant in the arena of politics. Instead, he is choosing to pursue creative passions that allow him to nourish his imagination through literature and cinema. Stephen Colbert's departure from national television represents more than the conclusion of an entertainment program. It may well symbolize the end of an era in which strong voices consistently challenged power from within mainstream broadcast media. As the media landscape of 2026 increasingly prioritizes safety, predictability, and cost optimization, Colbert's story leaves behind a significant void. Yet the manner of his departure, marked by dignity, solidarity from his peers, and a vision directed toward new creative horizons, reinforces an important truth. While corporations may control broadcasting schedules, they can never purchase the respect, credibility, and legacy that a genuine artist has spent a lifetime building. What do you think about the future of political and cultural commentary programs after Colbert's departure? Is there anyone capable of filling that role? Share your thoughts in the comments section and join the discussion. If you enjoy thoughtful analyses of cultural events and the emotional stories behind influential public figures, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Your support inspires us to continue telling these meaningful stories.